こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問があれば、私に聞いてください。Greetings, everyone. Today we're learning Japanese using Immersion with Card Captor Sakura. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me at any time.
レイ君、顔大丈夫？振り向いたところに直撃でしたから。でも、レイ君、顔大丈夫？振り向いたところに直撃でしたから。
Uimuita. Right, let's see.
夜に入ったよね。お見事でしたわ。
タイムは時計塔と何をやってるんだ。
レイ君、顔大丈夫？振り向いたところに直撃でしたから。顔大丈夫？振り向いたところに直撃でしたから。して上の復習して。
まったく何をやってるんだ。
レイ君、顔大丈夫？振り向いたところ。
Let's see. Furimuita, Furimuku, to turn one's face, to turn around, to look over one's shoulder. That's from Fudu, to shake, and Muku, is that to turn or face? Let's see. Fudu. Fudu, let's see, to wave, to shake, transitive, to turn down someone, to reject, to jilt, okay. And then Muku, to turn towards. Oh yeah, this is the same word used in the opening line. Kochi omuite, to turn towards. Yeah, that's right. Kochi omuite is a muku, so to turn towards, transitive. So to turn towards and to shake makes, to wave, to shake, to swing makes, to turn one's face, to turn around. Okay, so Furimuita tokoro ni chokugeki. Chokugeki, direct hit. So straight away, honest, frankness, fix, and then beat, attack, defeat. Okay, so an honest or direct hit. In other words, a direct attack hit. Okay, so attack with direct attack, aka direct hit. So chokugeki. So that is so Furimuita tokoro ni. So at the place of turning around, chokugeki desta. So did do a direct attack. So from the fact, since there was a direct attack at the place of turning around, Okay, the translator says it hit right as I turned around. Or in this case, it hit right as he turned around. Okay, so this tokoro is a place and time tokoro. So let's see. Explain the grammar of this. To turn around to look. Okay, tokoro, place, point, moment. When combined with a verb in past tense, verb plus tokoro refers to the moment that or right when, right where. Okay. And then direct hit, impact, okay. Past tense, okay. Okay, so since or from it hitting right as he turned around. So, furimuite tokoro ni chokugeki. Furimuita tokoro ni chokugeki deshita kara.
レイ君、顔大丈夫？振り向いたところに直撃でしたから。でもボールはちゃんとゴールに入ったよね。
でも、ボールはちゃんとゴールに入ったよね。So, as for the ball, let's see, properly placed it at the goal. In this case, placed is being used as the same way we'd use kick in this case. So it got placed at the goal, and aka he kicked it into the goal. Haita. Yeah, Haidu is. Wait, it's in. Oh, yeah, that's right. It has to be in transitive because the ball was being marked by wa. Or boru. To join, to be contained, to be able to fit. Okay, to be introduced, to be received, to be scored of points, to be won votes, to turn on, to start functioning, to enter the body, to be basically any form of making something enter something else you can imagine. Is this definition. Haidu. So, でもボールはちゃんとゴールに入ったよね。
レイ君、顔大丈夫？振り向いたところに直撃でしたから。でもボールはちゃんとゴールパイして上の復習して。
まったく何をやってるんだ。
レイ君、顔大丈夫？振り向いたところに直撃でしたから。でもボールはちゃんとゴールに入ったよね。お見事でしたわ。
お見事でしたわ。Omigoto, splendid, magnificent. Omigoto deshita wa, so.
でしたから。でもボールはちゃんとゴールに入ったよね。お見事でしたわ。
タイムは時計塔と一体化してるんだ。
タイムは時計と
振り向いたところに直撃でしたから。でもボールはちゃんとゴールに入ったよね。お見事でしたわ。
タイムは時計塔と一体化してるんだ。
タイムは時計と時計と一体。
ちゃんとゴールに入ったよね。お見事でしたわ。
タイムは時計塔と一体化してるんだ。
タイムは時計と一体 一体化してるんだ。一体化してる。Unification, integration. 一体化。Okay, so body and chance take the form of influence, enchant, delude. So body and one body. So this means, one body take the form of influence, enchant, delude. So unification, okay. 一体化、so time は、時計と一体化してるんだ。So as for time, see with the clock tower, let's see, as for time, we need to unify with the clock tower. What it sounds like saying. Time needs to be unified with the clock tower. I think this time is the person time or the card time. Let's see. Time is integrated into the clock tower. Okay, he's not commenting on what they were saying. He just is going on with what they were supposed to be doing. Okay. So, time は時計と一体化してるんだ。
ちゃんとゴールに入ったよね。お見事でしたわ。
タイムは時計塔と一体化してるんだ。攻撃魔法のカードで時計塔を壊せば。
攻撃。
だよね。お見事でしたわ。
タイムは時計塔と一体化してるんだ。攻撃魔法のカードで時計塔を壊せばカードにも。
それはいけませんわ。でもボールはちゃんとゴールに入ったよね。お見事でしたわ。
タイムは時計塔と一体化してるんだ。攻撃魔法のカードで時計塔を壊す。
So,
時計塔と一体化してるんだ。攻撃魔法のカードで。
攻撃魔法のカードで。So, the method of an attack magic card,攻撃魔法のカードで、時計塔を壊せば、let's see. 壊せば。壊す to break, to destroy, to demolish, to wreck, to ruin. Oh, okay, so okay, so this is in the conditional eba form. So koasu or koaseba. So use an attack magic card if we use an attack magic card to break the clock tower, or 攻撃魔法のカードで時計塔を壊せば。Let's see. Aggression attack, criticize, beat attack. Okay.
タイムは時計塔と一体化してるんだ。攻撃魔法のカードで時計塔を壊せばカードに戻せるじゃないか。 カードで時計塔を壊せばカードに戻せるじゃん。
カードに戻せるじゃないか。So, let's see. Modosu is to return, but he said modoseru. So this is able to return. And then to be able to return. So, okay, they're just asking the question in the negative. So if we destroy the clock tower, then will we not be able to return to a card? Or in other words, if we destroy the clock tower, will we be able to return to a card? But he's saying it's sort of like a statement the way he looks. Let's see. カードに戻せるじゃないか。If you destroy the clock tower with an attack spell, you can turn it back into the card, right? Yes, but his expression looks a lot like he's saying it rather than asking a question. カードに戻せるじゃないか。
時計塔と一体化してるんだ。攻撃魔法のカードで時計塔を壊せばカードに戻せるじゃないか。
それはいけませんわ。
それはいけませんわ。Or, we can't do that.
を壊せばカードに戻せるじゃないか。
それはいけませんわ。
どうして？
がお世話になってる顔大丈夫
してるんだ。攻撃魔法のカードで時計塔を壊せばカードに戻せるじゃないか。
それはいけませんわ。
どうして？
どうして Isn't that what are you doing? But he seems to be using it in a different way.
それは
Okay. Doesn't どうして mean what are you doing? How can it mean why not? See, it does not mean what are you doing? It means why or how come. Used to ask for reasons, motives, or explanations. Let's see, literally it is doing what way. The confusion likely stems from the etymological roots. It combines do, how, and te, suda meaning to do, literally translated to doing how, in what manner, which evolved to mean why or how did you come to do this. Why not, when asking why not, okay. You're asking for reasons someone is not doing something, not asking what action they are currently. Okay, why not? When asking why not, example, doshite tabenai no, you're asking for the reason someone is not doing something, not asking what action they are currently performing. What are you doing in Japanese? Okay, that's nani o shiteiru no. Method versus reason. If you ask how to do something, method, use doyatte. Doshite is reserved for the reason behind an action or state. To do what way? So what reason? Okay, and so doyate is how you're doing it, and doshite is why are you doing it? So okay, I see. So in this case, it's what reason not to.
どうして？
あの時計には町のみんながお世話になってるんだよ。
あの時計とは町のみんなが
どうして？
あの時計には町のみんながお世話になってるんだよ。
世話になってるんだよ。Let's see. Okay. Oh, what's it? Help aid assistance. So from Generation World Society and Tail Talk, and together that makes Help Aid Assistance, Oase. So, あの時計には、町のみんながお汗になってるんだよ。Or, so as for that clock, everyone in the city is aided by it. Let's see. To be continuously in a state of having become aid. So the clock continuously aids. So as for the clock, everyone in the city is aided by it. So あの時計には町のみんながお汗になってるんだよ。
どうして？
あの時計には町のみんながお世話になってるんだよ。壊すなんてできないよ。
壊すなんてできないよ。壊す to break or destroy. So 壊すなんてできないよ. So we can't do something like destroy it. And let's see, which nante is this? Which nante is answer in English? Nante is used to belittle, dismiss, or express strong disbelief regarding the action preceding it. Here, Nante translates to something like or such as, or doing something like. What is the origin of this Nante? When used to belittle, dismiss, or express disbelief, Nante is widely accepted by linguists in dictionaries as a contraction of nando, meaning and so forth, and such things as, and then tote, the classical particle combinations meaning even if or though. Yeah, tote coming from to meaning quoting it, and then te is like being connective form. So with things like etc. So altogether, the theory suggested evolves from Nando plus to quotated particle and Nando plus to plus wa topic marker, but the phonetic shift of the vowel o or a to e is mostly consistently explained by the inclusion of tote. This form carries the nuance of something like or such a thing to minimize the importance of the preceding word. So, since it is from Nado, let's see, etc. and to with and together it is sort of like with etc. Okay, tote, a classical particle meaning even if or though. So rather than with etc., it ranges closer to even if it is something like or though it is something such a thing as etc. Okay. Koasu. Koasu nante dekinai yo.
この時計には町のみんながお世話になってるんだよ。壊すなんてできないよ。
それじゃあカードをこのままにしておいてもいいのか。
それじゃカードをこのままにして置いてもいいのか。So let's see, それじゃ is like それでは so from that and then card so the card to the konomama, the original state, doing to the original, so put in place it going to its original state would be good. In other words, which card would be good so from that then, and basically from what she just said, what card would be good to get it back to its original state? Or それじゃカードをこのままにしておいても yeah, okay. それじゃカードをこのままにしておいてもいいのか? Wait, the translator is saying, is it okay to leave the card as it is? I think it's trying to say something
でき
else.
ないよ。
どうして？
どうして？
あの時計には町のみんながお世話になってるんだよ。壊 壊すなんてできない。
Could this mean what card to use to get it to its original state? No, the phrase それじゃカードをこのままにしておいてもいいの does not mean what card to use to get it to its original state. The sentence translates to, so, is it okay to leave the card as it is? Or, このままに as it is, the current state. Couldn't このままに be the target for what you're aiming for when you're doing してSee, konomamani cannot be the target state you are aiming to achieve if the state is original or restored. Konomama literally means this way or as it is right now. And konomama ni shiteoku, the particle ni marks the state where the object is kept, meaning you are aiming to maintain the current condition. See, if you want to aim for, if you wanted to aim for the original state, you would say moto ni modosu. Return to the original. Okay. Using konomama explicitly rejects changing the card's state, whereas restoring implies a change back to the previous condition.
それじゃあカード
それじゃカードをこのままにして置いてもいいのか? So, okay. So, that said or from that, is it okay to leave it as it currently is right now?
うちのみんながお世話になってるんだよ。壊すなんてできないよ。
それじゃあカードをこのままにしておいてもいいのか。
そりゃ放っておけないけど。
そりゃ放っておけないけど Let's see. Soria Hanate from Hanatsu, to fire, to set free, to emit, to send out, to set fire. To shoot, to release, to let loose. Let's see. Oku, so negative would be okenai. Let's see. So if it was negative potential of oku, we're not able to put in place of setting it free or to let it loose. see. Please explain the grammar of. See, Sorya is a casual contraction of sorewa. So as for that, okay. Honate okenai. This is the negative potential form of the verb honate oku. So honasu, to release, let go, and then te oku. Grammar pattern means to do something in advance or to leave it as is. To leave as is. Okay. Specific means to leave alone, or doesn't it mean like to put in place, or? So we're not able to. Let's see, it translates to, well, we can't just leave it alone. But hanate, let's see, to let loose. So not able to leave in place, okay, of letting loose. And then this sorya is from sorewa. Sorya hanate okenai kedo.
これじゃあカードをこのままにしておいてもいいのか。
そりゃ放っておけないけど、でも時計を壊しちゃいけないよ。
でも時計を壊しちゃいけないよ. But we cannot destroy the clock tower with the clock. But we cannot destroy the clock. Yeah, so kawashi-cha comes from it comes from kawashite wa, and kawashite wa ikenai is one way of saying you wait, is that? Oh, it's ikenai, so it means one way of saying it's one way of saying that you can't do something, yeah. Or in other words, you have to not do something, essentially. So for destroying, we are not able to, or kawashi-cha ikenai yo. So demo toke o kawashi-cha ikenai yo, or when it's not compacted, it would be kawashite wa ikenai yo.
これじゃあカードをこのままにしておいてもいいのか。
そりゃ放っておけないけど、でも時計を壊しちゃいけないよ。
壊せないんなら気づかれないよ。壊せないんなら壊せない。
Kawasanai nara. So if we're not able to destroy, kawasanai nara.
けど、でも時計を壊しちゃいけないよ。
壊せないんなら気づかれないように近づくしかないな。壊せないんなら気づか
Kizu Karenai. So this is probably from Kizu Kareru. Probably from Kizu. Yeah, Kizukaru. What is Kizukaru? See, neat. Kizuku to notice. Oh yeah, mind and oh yeah, Rareru. So Renai becomes Reru, and then Reru becomes see Kizuku, so it becomes Kizu. Let's see, Kizu. That would be Kizuke. Kizuke. Yeah. Kizuka. Kizukanai. But that's not this. Kizukenai. But that's not this either. Please explain the grammar of Kizu Karenai. Okay, this is the negative potential form of Kizuku. It means cannot be noticed, not noticed. Okay. See, Kizuku dictionary form of to approach, get closer. Shikanai, grammar pattern meaning nothing else to do but or no chance but. Please show how how Kizu Karenai gets conjugated. Oh, passive. Okay, so it comes from Kizu Kareru, and then passive negative, okay. We cannot receive noticing, okay. So, Kizu Karenai Yoni, so with the way of not receiving noticing, then let's see, Chikai. Near close, so Chika Zuku or So near plus attach makes to approach to draw near. Chikazuku. So Chikazuku Shika. So that makes okay, so everything. Oh, konnichiwa, Wild Arms 420, Genki desu ka? So, everything except drawing near without receiving noticing. So, the only okay, so we cannot draw near in any other way except for ways in which we do not receive noticing. Okay, so this entire phrase right here, I guess it's accurate to think of this whole phrase as under Shika, because it's not just any kind of draw near we're talking about just the draw near of not being noticed. Kizukare nai. Okay. Let's confirm that. And let's see, in this does this phrase all apply to Shika? Yes, the entire phrase. Okay. Okay, that's what I thought. So that's from Kizuku to notice. So Kizuka renai yo ni chikazuku shikanai na. Kizuka renai yo ni chikazuku shikanai na.
壊せないんなら気づかれないように近づくしかないな。奴は時計塔にいるんだ。奴はと
Yatsu wa Toketo ni irunda. So as for that guy, he exists either at the he exists at the clock. So that guy's at the clock, I think is what they're trying to say. Yatsu Toketo ni irunda. Let's see. Well, in this case, it's probably better to say translate it as that card. So that thing is inside the clock. Okay, that's pretty much the same thing. Let's see. Yatsu wa toketo ni irunda.
近づくしかないな。奴は時計塔にいるんだ。魔法を使って飛んでいったんじゃ丸見えじゃないか。
魔法を作ってsee 魔法を作って飛んでいたんじゃ. So let's see, using magic. And then ita, that would be wait, ita without the double consonant would be past tense idu, but this is ita. Let's see, which is either from iku or it's from iu, yeah, iku iu. So it's either to go or to say. Let's see. I think he's trying to say you said. As for you saying you used a flying magic and then maru mie. Let's see, mieru to see. So maru mie probably be seeing like a noun, and then it's seeing around, so it's able to see around. So as for you saying you use flying magic, not able to see arounds. Let's see. Let's see, tondeita. Yeah, past tense continuous. Okay, so it thinks it's iku in this case, not iu. To have gone flying, okay, to fly away, so tobu is fly, iku indicates movement away from the speaker. Oh, okay, so I think she's saying use flying magic to fly away from me. So maho skute tonde ita. No, that's past tense though, so it's not a. Let's see. Nja, okay. A contraction of noja. This is a colloquial, often regional or character-specific way of saying noja or no dewa nai. It sets up a negative comparison or a rhetorical question. It essentially means it's not that or it isn't that. Maybe he's trying to say, as for having done using flying magic, you can't. Let's see. Maru mie naika. See, maru mie. Noun, adjective, now meaning completely. Oh, that's right. Maru can mean completely, so maru mie is completely visible or blatantly obvious. So maru means circle or perfectly or wholly. Mie stems from mieru, to be visible. Okay, mieru is to be visible. Yeah, to be seen and transitive. So janaika, a rhetorical question structure. Janai is a casual negative for dewa nai. Okay, is not. Okay, adding ka turns into a question, often implying isn't it or right. It suggests the speaker believes the statement is true or challenging. Summary. So, isn't it blatantly obvious that past action or It's not like past action was hidden, is it? In this specific case, it questions whether the act of flying away using magic was not completely obvious or visible. So, 魔法を作って、飛んでいたん let's see. If you fly using magic, you'll be completely exposed or visible. Okay, so 魔法を作って飛んでいたん so having used magic to fly and then to be doing having using magic to fly, are you not completely visible? Or in other words, if you use magic to fly, you'll be completely visible. I think this is like what he did earlier, in which he was basically making a statement, but he's still using ka, which I think is a way of softening the statement. Instead of just bluntly saying something, you say it as a rhetorical question. So, 魔法を作って飛んでいたんじゃ丸見えじゃないか. So literally, it's more like if you've been using magic to fly, are you not completely visible? Or if you use, in other words, in English, if you're using magic to fly, you'll be completely visible.
時計塔にいるんだ。魔法を使って飛んでいったんじゃ丸見えじゃないか。
間違いない。奴はこの上におる。
ケロベルス、OK。間違いない。So, not a mistake. やつはこの上にある。He or the card exists above us. So, why is... Oh, Oru. He said Oru. That's right. He's Kansai Ben. That's right. 間違いない。やつはこの上におる。Oh, if I'm not mistaken, he is above us. That's right. Let's see. No doubt about it, he's up there. 間違いない。やつはこの上におる。
間違いない。奴はこの上におる。汝のあるべき姿に。Nanji no aru behi sugata ni. So to your original form. So Nanji o aru behi sugata ni. 汝のあるべき姿に。間に合わんかったか？ダメなの？
間に合わんかったかダメなの So awan is probably from awanai, and it's probably concept in waves past tense in it. So awan kata, which is equivalent to awanakata in Tokyo Ben. Awan kata. So wait, so was it matched at that moment? What? Let's see, that is... See, explain the grammar of this. Oh yeah, I have to delete names. Translator has trouble with them. Mani awan katta ka? Did it not make it in time, was not in time. Oh, that's right. Awanai is not matching, and then awan kata would be did not match. So did, and then ka is question is marked, so ma is the time, so ma ni awan kata ka, did you not make it in time? Or did she not make it in time in this case? And then the follow-up line was, dame nano, is that bad? So is it not good? Oh, is it no good? Okay, so mani awanakatta ka dame nano? Akan, which is concept and way of saying dame or this is bad. Lee-kun, omae, so previously.
くシールドのカードを使うんだ。
Wait, what does Omai use just nowadays? Oh, Omai. Oh, that's right. Omai, as in you. In other words, like, it's you, basically. That's right. So, Lee-kun, Omai.
早くシールドのカードを使うんだ。
Hayaku, let's see. Oh, Shirudo no kado o skaunda, or quickly use the shield card. Hayaku Shirudo no kado o skaunda.
早くシールドのカードを使うんだ。
立てよ、時の力より我を守れ。
Hakeyo, Toki no Chikara Yori. Let's see.
時の力より立てよ、時の力より我を守れ。
Ware no mamore. Hakeyo Toki no Chikara Yori. Ware no mamore. So, Hake, I think that's shield. Let's see. Okay. Toki no Chikara time power. Then Yori. Okay. Less than, okay. Ware I. And then Mamore, so to protect. So shield, protect me from time's power. Oh, Tate. Okay, that's what she's saying. Tate. Shield, protect me from the power of time. Tate yo toki no chikara yori ware o mamore. Yeah. Let's see. Tate yo toki no chikara yori ware wo mamore. Tate shield buckler. Okay. See, this is it. Looks like it would be an excellent explanation for Yori. Let's see. Explain the grammar of this. Details on Yori usage. Let's see. Tate shield. Okay. Toki no chikara, power, strength of time. Yori, the key grammatical particle here. Okay. Ware, me, I. Archaic, poetic, first person pronoun. Mamore, protect. Okay. Detailed usage. In this specific context, Yori functions as a comparative particle, meaning than. Okay. Okay, so more than entity A, do verb, or protect me from or more than entity A. Interpretation: this sentence literally translates to, "Oh shield, protect me more than the power of time." There are two primary ways to interpret the nuance of Yori here. Comparative degree: the shield's protection is requested to be greater than or stronger than the power of time. Protect more effectively than time's power can. Okay, source origin: less likely here but possible. And okay, it's interpreted as from. It would mean protect me from the power of time. However, given the imperative protect me, the comparative sense protect me more than is the standard reading for this poetic structure. I think the second's probably accurate. Let's see. The purpose of tate is to keep someone from being frozen in time. Let's see. Accepting the context of the purpose of the shield is to prevent someone from being frozen in time. The grammar takes on a specific protective nuance. Let's see. Yori functions as a marker of source or cause, similar to from or against. Though it retains the comparative root, protect me more than time's power does or can, implying the shield's power is greater than time's power. So protect me from the power of time. Okay. In classical and poetic Japanese, Yori can indicate the source of a threat or action, e.g., flee from danger. So here, Toki no Chikara Yori identifies the power of time as the source of the threat. Okay. So, tate yo, Toki no Chikara Yori, ware wo mamore, or shield, protect me from the power of time.
立てよ時の力より我を守れシールド
Yatta, yosha. So yatta, I did it, and then let's see, yosha. Isn't that also a Kansai-bin way of saying it? Let's see. Gotcha, already got it, okay. So, already in this case, yosha. See, is yosha Kansai-bin? Is yosha from Kansai-bin answer in English? Yosha is not specific to Kansai-bin. It is used throughout Japan as a general information or interjection meaning alright or let's go. Okay, any questions so far? So yatta, yosha.
やったよっしゃシールドの仲間ではカードの力は及ばへんやったよっしゃシールド
Shield no naka, までは カードの力は
の仲間ではカードの力は及ばへんやったよっしゃシールドの仲
So shield no. Is he saying L sound or R sound?
よっしゃシールドの仲間では
I think it sounds L. Yeah, shield no nakamade wa karu no chikara wa oyoba oyobu. Okay, oyoba. Yeah, oyoba hin. So from oyobu, to reach, to amount to befall, to happen to extend, to go on, to be up to the task, to compare. So not up to the task, we're not able to reach. So oyobu. So oyobahin, we're not able to reach. So the card's power is not able to reach. And so it's not able to reach up to the point of within shieldo or inside of shields. Not able to reach up to the point of within shieldo. But it can reach every other point before that, but up to that point of being within shield, it can't reach. So the card's power can't reach inside the shield. So shield no nakamade wa karo no chikara wa let's see, oyobahin. Okay, so oyobu, oyobu, oyobahin. Okay, shield no nakamade wa karo no chikara wa oyobahin. Let's see, so shield no nakamade wa karo no chikara wa oyobahin.
よっしゃシールドの仲間ではカードの力は及ばへん
逃げるぞ
Nigeruzo. Or he's running away.
逃げるぞで将来で将来
I think this is Chinese, but let's see. See, the kanji, if you try to interpret it as Japanese, would be Kaminari Mikado Shorai. At least Shorai is the same. Invitation, bringing over. Essentially, he's saying come forth or bring over, okay. Bring about. Playing the grammar. Let's see if this can figure it out. BD Zora. Okay. is not a standard grammatical construction in modern Mandarin Chinese, nor is it recognized idiom in classical Chinese sentence. It appears to be a nonsense phrase. Okay. This is a magical spell. Card Captor Sakura. Raitai Shorai. Japanese, or the Chinese, okay, is a specific magical incantation used by a character SoraYuki to summon lightning. Okay. Here's the breakdown. Subject plus verb, okay. Raitei, or Thunder Emperor. Sorai means thunder, and then Tei means emperor deity. This is a compound noun. In East Asian mythology, Taoist magic, which influences Saurian's characters, natural forces are often personified as deities. Here, lightning is personified as the Thunder Emperor. Then Shorai, summon or call forth. So Raitei Shorai is what he's saying, okay? Raitei Shorai. If he is saying Raitei Shorai, is he saying Japanese or Chinese? Okay, when he says Raitei Shorai in the anime, he is speaking Japanese. Although the characters are of Chinese origin, and Saurian is a Chinese character from Hong Kong, the incantation in the Japanese production of Card Captor Sakura was spoken in Japanese using Onyomi Sino-Japanese readings of the characters. Let's look up those readings. So here you go, Rai Tei Sho Orai Shorai. So Raitei Shorai. Raitei Shorai.
で将来
準備してたの？
Junbi Shiteta no. Oh, so you were prepared? Junbi, so preparation, and then Shiteta, continuous past tense. So were you prepared for this? Okay, so Junbi Shiteta no.
準備してたの？さくらはよ
Sakura Hayo, which is a concept and way of saying Sakura Hayaku.
さくらはよ
Hayo. Let's see. Oh, he said Hayo. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Early, right away, at once. Okay. Explain the grammar of is Hayo from Kansai Ben or what? Hayo is indeed a Kansai dialect variant of the standard Japanese adverb hayaku, meaning quickly or soon. It is not a distinct grammatical particle, but rather a regional phonetic contraction, where the long vowel ku in standard Japanese is shortened to u or ou in the Kansai region, specifically Osaka, Kyoto, and Hyogo. Hayo acts as an adverbial modifier of an implied verb, such as iku or naru. Okay. While Hayo is strongly associated with the Kansai dialect, its uses can vary by specific local area within the region. In some parts of Kansai, the pronunciation might shift slightly to Hayau, but it remains a recognizable marker of Western Japanese speech compared to standard Hayaku. Is there a difference between the Kansai bin usage of Hayo versus Hayo? Right, the hiragana of Hayo. Make sure we have the right word. Yeah, okay, so Hayo, okay, is most common casual and imperative form used in daily Kansai conversation, particularly in Osaka. It functions primarily as a command or strong suggestion, meaning hurry up or do it quickly. It is often attached to verbs like shite to form hayoshite. You know, it carries a blunt, energetic, and friendly tone while it can sound rough to outsiders. It is standard for close friends and family. Hayo, a slightly softer, more traditional, emphatic variant. It often appears in set phrases or when the speaker wants to emphasize the state of being early or quick rather than just issuing a sharp command. Usage, you will frequently hear it with greetings like hayo yo, or a very casual good morning equivalent to Ohio, and phrases like hayo kaete. Good nuance. It sounds slightly more old school or rural depending on the specific area of Kansai. In some contexts, it feels less like a direct order, do it now, and more like a wish or observation, or I hope you do it soon. So hayo, they're saying hayo sounds more focused on being quick and less like a command, and also has a wish tone is what they're saying. Why hayo is more command sounding. Okay, so I think in this part Kyoto-chan was trying to focus on doing things as fast as possible. Like, he didn't even say the command, which could have been one of the reasons why he said hayo, because he's just trying to say quick, focus all the effort on saying do it quickly, essentially, or quick, essentially. Sakura hayo. Nanji o arubeki sugata ni modore. Return to your original form. Doste. So for what reason? That's right, because they said doste has to do with reason. So doste, what's happening or what reason? Doste. Doste's meanings. Why or for what reason or how? Doste.
どうしてカードは自分を元に戻したやつのもんになる。
カードは自分を元に戻した。So return to the original form. So as for the card, return when itself is returned to the original form, then Yatsu, I think they mean person here, so person, Yatsu no mon, Yatsu no mon ni naru. Becomes the person's thing. Let's see. Kado wa jibun, that's like I yourself. As for the card, the I. Let's see. Myself, oneself. So okay, so the verb has to act in woe, the woe now, so for return self. As for the card, it's return self. Let's please explain the grammar of let's see. The card will belong to the one who returned it to its original form. Okay, let's see. So card, wow, as for the card, okay. Jibun wo moto ni modoshita, who returned me to my original. Yatsu. Oh, so is the jibun referring to the card when they say I? Let's see, so jibun wa moto ni modoshita, then yatsu, the person, mon, colloquial for mono, ni naru, so it will become the person's thing. So the phrase jibun wo moto ni modoshita modifies the noun yatsu. In Japanese clause, okay. Jibun, reflexive pronoun meaning myself. Context dependent here referring to the speaker. Okay, context dependent here referring to the speaker. Let's see. Whoa, object particle marking self as the target of an action. So, moto ni modosu, a set phrase meaning to restore, to return to the original state, to put back. So, okay. Yatsu, casual, sometimes derogatory, a rough way to say person, guy, or one. Okay, mon, colloquial contraction of mono. So yatsu no mono is the person's thing. Pattern, no mono ni naru, to become someone's thing. Okay. As for the card, it will become the thing of the guy who restored it to the original form. Natural translation, okay. The card goes to whoever turns it back to normal, or back to the one who restores it. Okay. Who is the jibun in this sentence? The word jibun refers to the speaker, the person entity currently speaking the line. While jibun literally means oneself, in this specific grammatical usage, verb plus ta plus yatsu, it functions as an object of the relative clause. The speakers are there. Okay, the phrase jibun wo moto ni modoshita means who returned me to my original. Okay, no, I think jibun is supposed to reference the card. The cards are being returned to their original form. So is jibun the card? No, jibun is not the card. In this sentence, jibun refers to the speaker, the person or entity saying the line. Here, okay. The speaker is current. The card is the one in the altered state. If the card is the entity in the altered state, then yes, jibun refers to the card. The card itself. The speaker is not the card. He is just talking about the card. If the speaker is not the card and is merely talking about the card, then the sentence contains a shift in perspective or personification where the speaker is adopting the card's point of view. In this specific grammatical structure, the speaker, a third party, okay. So jibun, okay. So even though the speaker is talking about the card, the use of jibun inside the relative clause, jibun wo moto ni modoshita, forces the perspective to shift to the card itself. The speaker is effectively quoting the card's condition or stating the rule from the card's perspective. The card will belong to the one who returned it to the normal. Okay. If the speakers were referring to the cards objectively as a third party, they would typically use sore or kado instead of jibun. By using jibun, the speaker implies the card has agency or a will, and the condition is defined by the card's own restoration. The cards do have a will of their own. So if the cards have will of their own, then jibun definitely refers to the cards, okay? So the speaker, a third party, okay? So even though the speaker is not the card, they are using jibun to express the condition from the card's perspective. This is a common narrative device in Japanese when an object has agency or a will. The speaker is effectively voicing the card's own rule. The card will belong to the one who returns it to its original form. If the speaker were referring to the card purely as an object without acknowledging its will, they would use sore or repeat kado. The use of jibun confirms that the card is viewed as a sentient entity setting its own terms for ownership. So correct interpretation, the card would belong to the one who returns it itself to its original form. Okay, so let's see. Jibun, yeah. Myself, yourself, oneself, himself, herself, or itself. So, kado wa so they don't mention ga here. Okay, if we think the ga mark thing is the person who actually does the returning, so li ga jibun wo moto ni modoshita. No, no, you can't do that because this is a clause describing yatsu. Let's see. Kado wa jibun wo moto ni modoshita. Okay, so the verb acts on the wo, but here this wo is jibun, and jibun in this case is acting, basically saying itself. So as for the card, the returning itself to its original form, and then yatsu person. So the person that returns it to its original form, it becomes the thing of that person when it belongs to that person. So, kado wa jibun wo moto ni modoshita yatsu no mon ni naru.
どうしてカードは自分を元に戻したやつのもんになる。私封印したよ。どうしてカードは自分を元に戻したやつのもんになる。私
watashi fuin shita yo. So, I sealed it.
元に戻したやつのもんになる。私封印したよ。タイムの力を封じ込めたんはあいつや。
タイムの力を
タイムの力をどうしてカードは自分を元に戻したやつのもんになる。私封印したよ。タイムの力を封じ込めたんはあい
封じ込めた。So, komu is to do well or to do many times. Let's see. So, eta, so able to, and then past tense, and then what's this fuji, and then aitsu. Let's see. Isn't that another way of saying person? Let's see. Aitsu. Times power. Let's see. Taimu no chikara o fujikometa. Let's see. Fujikometa. To shut in, to confine, to seal in, to trap, to contain, to suppress, to restrain, to bring under control. Yeah, so to restrain or to bring under control. So in this case, Fuji. Let's see, what is Fusu? It's probably the word. Fusu. Oh, that's right, that's G. Shiji. Let's see. Sa. Za. Ji. See. Za. Ji. Zuzezo. This would be Zu. Fuzu. Let's see. Here we go. Fujiru. Oh, okay. Fujiru. To seal, to prevent, e.g. movement, to forbid, to block. Okay, so this is in the noun form, Fuji. So Fujiru is to seal, but Fuji is the concept of being the noun of being sealed. So Fuji Fujikomu would be to completely seal it, I guess. Fuji. Oh, okay. Oh, Fuji. Let's see. So the original noun komu. Yes, but this is kome, so. Oh, let's see. Komu is considered intransitive. So komeru is transitive? Komeru. To load, to put in. To, yeah. Packing in, that kind of meaning, and this is transitive, yes. So to put in a sealed state, or in other words, to shut in, to confine, to restrain. So Fuji komete, so past tense, Fuji kometa. So taimu no chikara wo Fuji kometan wa. So restraining times power. So as for restraining times power, it was that guy. So that guy, or he restrained times power. Okay, it was him who sealed away the power of time, basically knocking him out with the lightning. So, Taimu no chikara o Fuji kometan wa aitsu ya. So, Taimu no chikara o Fuji kometan wa aitsu ya.
戻したやつのもんになる。私封印したよ。タイムの力を封じ込めたんはあいつや。悔しいけどタイムのカードはあいつのもんや。
悔しいけどタイムの力。
悔しいけどタイムのカードはあいつのもんや。タイムの力を封じ込めたんはあいつや。悔しいけどタイムのカードはあいつのもんや。
Oh, Kado, okay. So, Kuyashi Kedo, Taimu no Kado wa Aitsu no Monya. Let's see. So, it's painful, but the time cards, the time cards is that guy's, belongs to that guy's. Or in other words, more literally, it's painful, but as for the time card, it's that guy's thing. Or in other words, it belongs to him. Kuyashi, frustrated, annoyed. So it's annoying, but as for the time card, it's that guy's thing. So it's annoying, but it's that time card is that guy's, or the time card is his. So kuyashi kero taimu no chika. Okay, kuyashi kero taimu no kado wa aitsu no monya.
あいつや。悔しいけどタイムのカードはあいつのもんや。そんな。
So sona, that kind of thing. Which I think is, here's how, what you'd say in English, like but.
けどタイムのカードはあいつのもんや。そんな。おはよう。おはようございます。これで今日から普通に時間が進むんだね。おはようございます。これで今日。
これで So using this, これで今日から from today,
今日から普通に時間が進むん。
初日に時間 so time 進むんだ continues. Oh, that's I know that kanji.
おはよう。おはようございます。これで今日から普通に時間が進む。これで今日から普通に時間が進む。
Let's see. Oh, okay, you were saying futsu. Okay, so futsu, normally, ordinarily. So time continues like normal. Susumu, intransitive. So futsu ni jikan ga susumun dane. So from today, time continues like normal. And then kore de. Please explain the grammar of korede. This means with this or from this point. It indicates that a certain condition, object or situation referred to as kore has been met or completed, serving as the basis for the following statement. Oh, that's right. node means reason, and you can use kore similar to like node in some situations. So for this reason, or in other words, from this point on, or with this, so kore de. Oh, that's right. Kore de, using this, or aka with this, or with whatever they're talking about, what they know about, which they already know. So kore de, kyou kara, futsu ni jikan ga susumun da ne. So with this, from today, time will continue normally.
これで今日から普通に時間が進むんだね。そうですわね。私は気づいてませんでしたけど。そうですわね。
そうですわね。私は気づいて、気づいてませんでしたけど、so that's correct. Let's see. Yeah, kizuku would be attach mind, or in other words, notice. So I did not notice. Wait, why would you say masen deshita? Why wouldn't you say masta? Wait. Oh, that's right. That's how you do negatives. You do masen deshita. That's how you do negative past. Let's see. Imas. Yeah. Imashita's past, but if you want to do negative past, imasen deshita. So continuous past negative. So that's correct. I was not aware, but so desu wa ne. Watashi wa kizuite masen deshita kedo.
おはよう。おはようございます。これで今日から普通に時間が進むんだね。そうですわね。私は気づいてませんでしたけど。あれ、さくらちゃんその笛。そうですわね。私は気づいてませんでしたけど。あれ、さくら。
あれ、Sakura-chan, その笛。What? Sakura-chan, that flute? あれ、Sakura-chan, その笛。
そうですわね。私は気づいてませんでしたけど。あれ、さくらちゃんその笛。あれ、今日だって笛のテスト。
あれ、今日、だって、笛のテスト。Oh, Sute is short for, Toyu, so this is a way of to say to be today. So as for today, the flute test, to say as to say to be today. In other words, pointing out specifically as for today. So, kyo datte fue no testo. Isn't there a flute test today? Are? 今日だって笛のテスト。
でしたけど、あれ、さくらちゃんその笛、あれ、今日だって笛のテスト。それは昨日ですわ。
それは昨日ですわ。So, as for that, it was yesterday. Or it was oh, that was yesterday. それは昨日ですわ。
笛、あれ、今日だって笛のテスト。それは昨日ですわ。今日は1時間目から書き取りのテストですわ。
今日は1時間目。So today, 1時間目から書き something のテストですわ。お書き取り Write take test. Let's see. 1時間 is 1 hour, but I can't remember the reason why May was on here.
それは昨日ですわ。今日は1時間目から書き取りのテストで。
Kakitori, writing down from written material, writing kanji text from hiragana, transcriptions of spoken material, dictations. Oh, that's why it's kakitori. Take. In other words, you're taking what someone's saying and then writing it down. Kakitori. Oh. Okay, so it can be either writing down what other people are saying or writing down what you're reading from another material. So you're taking from some other source and then you're writing down. So kakitori, aka write and take put together. Jikan me, period. Oh, time period, and then me. So period of a class. Let's see. Why is me in that sentence? May functions as a suffix indicating order, number, or sequence rather than referring to physical I. When attached to a counter or number, may changes the meaning from a simple quantity to a specific position in the series, first, second, third. Ichijikan means 1 hour duration. So Ichijikan me means first period or first hour sequence. In Japanese school systems, the day is divided into classes period called jikan. Therefore, Ichijikan me specifically refers to first class period of the day. The sentence translates to today there is a spelling test starting from the first period. So nin person, nin me, nth person. Nichi day, nichi me, nth day. Ban number, ban me, nth number. Wait, is Kakitori a spelling test or is it copying text you hear or see written? Okay. Kakitori encompasses both means used suggested depending on the specific context. Okay. Kakitori most commonly refers to dictation. The teacher reads words and sentences out loud. Students must write them down correctly, often converting hiragana into the correct kanji. This tests listening comprehension and knowledge of the correct character's spelling. The term can mean copying text from a visual source, writing down from other written material. Okay. Converting spoken material into writing. Okay. Writing the kanji character multiple times based on the model alone. Okay. In your sentence, today is a kakitori test starting in the first period. It is almost certainly dictation test where the students listen to the teacher and write down the correct kanji word. This is the standard exercise in Japanese elementary and junior high schools to ensure students know which kanji correspond to which spoken words. Is it correct to call this a spelling test? In the context of Japanese education, kakitori is best understood as a kanji spelling test via dictation. Why spelling test? Well, yeah, I guess that's sort of like the way you spelling test in English in like the US, where the teacher says a word and then you just spell it. So yes, I guess spelling test would work. So, oh yeah, that's right. And this sentence. Why does ichijikan me mean first period? Couldn't the first period be 2 hours long? Or is it understood to mean first period regardless of class duration? In Japanese, ichijikan may literally translates to first hour, but in the context of school schedules, it functions as a standardized label for first class period, regardless of the actual duration of the class. It indicates the ordinal position, similar to how first works in first period in English. The term refers to the position in the daily schedule, not the strict duration of exactly 60 minutes. A class labeled first period could legally be 45 minutes, 90 minutes, or any other length depending on the school's specific timetable. And in schools in Japan, how long are primary school periods? In Japanese primary elementary schools, each class period is standardly 45 minutes long. While the term ichijikan me literally translates to first hour, it functions as a fixed label for the first slot. Okay. Standard durations by school level. Elementary school periods 45 minutes. Junior high and high schools 50 minutes. Schedule flexibility. Although 45 minutes is the national standard for elementary schools, regulations allow schools to shorten this to 40 minutes in specific circumstances, such as special timetable arrangements. However, a period labeled first period would almost never be 2 hours long. Instead, a longer class session would typically be scheduled as combined periods. For example, first and second period together for a 90-minute block. Interesting. They'll call a combined period as first and second period. I know in US schools you can literally there actually are like an hour and 45 minutes or 2 hour periods is the standard. I think it was like an hour and 45. At least in high schools, it got that long. Let's see. 今日は1時間目から書き取りのテストですわ. So, as for today, there's a spelling test in first period today, or in other words, more literally, as for today, from the first period, we're taking a spelling test. Let's see, what verb do they like to use? Kakitori, writing down from written material. Okay, we're writing down from written material test. Oh, writing down from heard material test. Okay, we're spelling test. So Kyo, so what? Wait, why did they use kata here though? Why use kata after ichijikan me? The particle kata is used after ichijikan me to explicitly mark the starting point of the action or event, while ichijikan me ni testo desu in the first period simply states when the test happens. Adding kata changes the nuance to starting from the first period. Key reasons for use in this context: emphasis on sequence. It highlights that the test begins right at the start of the day's schedule. It implies a timeline. From the very first period onward, we were doing this. Okay. Continuity of scope. It can suggest that the activity test might span a significant portion of time starting from that point, or the day's events. Well, I guess in this case, it might take up a good portion of first period, so starting from the beginning of first period. Natural phrasing for schedules. In Japanese, when describing a scheduled task that kicks in with a specific event, kata is frequently used to define the origin of that day's activities. Today is busy from first period, okay? In your sentence, ichijikan me kata effectively means starting with the first period. Emphasizing that the day's testing begins immediately after the first slot. Okay, so to emphasize the origin. Okay, so 今日は1時間目から書き取りのテストですわ。
だって笛のテスト、それは昨日ですわ。今日は1時間目から書き取りのテストですわ。時間割り間違えちゃうんだよ。
時間間違let's see, 間違う is mistake, but this is 間違える would be able to make a mistake, able to mistake. And then 間違えて would be the connective form of that. And then chata would be from te shimatta. So I ended up being able to make a mistake. Wait, so machigaeru, they're saying this is not the potential form. Then what is Machigao? Machigao. To be mistaken, intransitive. Machigaeru. Transitive, to make a mistake. To commit an error. Okay, so this Machigao is when you use it intransitively, and Machigaeru is when you use it transitively. And then what? It needs a noun, so what's its noun? Let's see. Jikan Wari. Timetable, school timetable. Wari comes from portion, comparative, divide, cut, separate, split. So splitting time, in other words, like a schedule, splitting things into time. So Jikan Wari. So I ended up making a mistake on the timetable. Oh no, whoops, I got my schedule mixed up. Yeah, let's see, timetable schedule. Probably schedule is a better word for it. Let's see, Jikan Wari. Hoe, Jikan Wari, machigae chatta yo. Machigae chatta. Hoe, Jikan Wari, machigae chatta yo. Or what? I messed up my schedule. Or more literally, I ended up messing up my schedule.
書き取りのテストですわ。
Or probably I mixed up my schedule. Would probably be a better way of saying it in English.
時間割り間違えちゃったよ。
Shitsuman ga arimasu ka? Are there any questions? There's no questions we're going to raid, so please stick around for that. The first raid will go to Mizuki Meido, who is doing a Japanese study. The second raid is going to go to Maximum Midnight, who's also studying Japanese. Okay. Okay, we're gonna raid Movie's room. Let's see if it actually works this time. Who's learning Japanese? What? Okay, in the fourth raid, we're gonna try to go to. Uh, we're gonna raid Tsunami, who's playing a fighting game right now. Okay, let's see. I think one of the raids isn't gonna work. Let's see. Host. Okay, but let's do the other ones. Minasan o kyotsukete. Mata ashita. Goodbye, everyone. See you tomorrow.